So now we have talked about the structure of atom. The next thing which we have to talk about is location of atoms, like where atoms are placed. Okay, we have a great history behind it. There were a lot of scientists who have worked really hard in placing atoms into different categories on basis of different things. But there was one scientist, okay, who came out to be very prominent, and the name is Mendeleev. Okay, Mendeleev. Well, the spellings, please mind it here because there are a lot of spellings the way Mendeleev is written. Okay, so location of atoms. Mendeleev was a person. What did he do? He placed atoms into a table and call it a periodic table. Okay, call it a periodic table. Okay, well, in this periodic table, he arranged all the atoms. Okay, he arranged all the atoms on basis of their proton number. Okay, so for now, just keep this thing in mind that Mendeleev, he placed all the atoms which were discovered at that time into a table and named it a periodic table. The way he arranged and the way he arranged it was according to their proton number. Okay, make sense? Now, the periodic table which we see recently, or which you have seen a lot of times, it looks like this, okay? And it have 118 atoms inside it. How many 118 atoms recently we have in this periodic table, okay? Well, this periodic table, it's not just a regular table. Okay, well, what I mean by that is that this table provides us a lot of information. Now, for this thing, I want your high attentions because today's class or this lecture is important. Okay, so the first thing which you should notice, that periodic table, okay, if I just move it like this, okay, so periodic table, okay, it consists of two important things. Okay, so if I just write like this, that periodic table, okay, it is made up of, or it consists of two important things. Okay, those two important things, the first one is called as a group, okay, and the second one is called as a period. Now, what are groups and what are periods? Okay, groups and periods. Okay, groups, okay, over here are the vertical lines present here, vertical lines, and periods are the rows or horizontal lines over here. What I mean by that, see here carefully. Now, groups over here are how many? First of all, how many periods and how many groups we have? Let's count. Okay, so first of all, I will talk about periods. Okay, if you see, the periods are the rows. So if you see the first row over here, okay, let me just increase the size. Okay, yes, so the first row over here, this is your first row, which have only two atoms inside it, which are hydrogen, this one, and helium. So this is first row, so this is row number 1. Okay, the second row is this one. Okay, so the second period is this one. Okay, and how many atoms we have in this? Please count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 atoms in second period. So this is your second period, correct? In the same way, we have third period. In the same way, we have fourth, we have fifth, we have sixth, and we have seventh period. Okay, so there are 7 periods in periodic table. There are 7 periods in periodic table. Excellent question. Why are we not involving this? Why there are not 9 periods? Now see here. What happened was that this lanthanide and actinides, okay, as you could see, LANAC, okay, the name of this atom is lanthanide and actinide. Okay, now these lanthanides and actinides, they are actually part of this area. Can you see lanthanides written here if I just zoom in? Okay, can you see it's written here? Okay, so actinide is written here. So they were actually their real place is here, but they are placed here. Do you know why? Oh my God, I got a lot of fancy answers, huh? Too much scientific answers. No, the answer is, you might laugh at the answer because we are not expecting this from scientists. It actually, the length, if we just remember thing here, okay, just tell me, if I just place these 2 rows here, this one and this one, or in this area, do you think the periodic table would look like a little longer? Okay, so they thought, yes, it is not looking beautiful, so we should just place it down so that it could look a definite table here. Why are you not believing that it could be that simple? Yes, they also think like that they're not, this thing is not looking nice here. So why don't we just place it